For most of my life, I've been a skinny guy who people make fun of, and I wanted to become an attractive and muscular guy who can get girls and who can get attention from everyone. And I've been a skinny guy for most of my life because I was struggling to build muscles, and it was very hard for me because I was a hard gainer and my metabolism was very high, and people doesn't respect me at all because I was very skinny. People give me a weak kind of submissive kind of interaction when I interact with them. Like people see me as a very weak man and submissive man, and they doesn't respect me at all. They see me as a very little kid, even if I was 18 years old. They doesn't respect me because I was skinny. And most of my life I've been there being a skinny guy. Maybe you are in the same situation right now if you are skinny and if you are struggling to gain some muscles. And it's very hard for some people to gain muscles because they have high metabolism and they have to eat more calories and they have to train more harder than other people. And I remember when I injured myself in the gym, and I got injured because I was pushing very hard in the wrong way, and I got shit diets and everything. When I started going to gym like in 2018, I remember when I was pushing myself every day. After 2 3 months, I was on the leg press machine and I pushed myself to the heart, and I almost pushed all of the weight on the leg press machine. Like there was a horizontal leg press machine where you can push the weight directly with your legs without even putting all the weights. We just have to put a clip in the weights. So I was just trying to push all the stack, like full stack, on the leg press machine. And I injured myself because I didn't have any knowledge about, like I was a beginner and I wasn't have any knowledge about how to move weights and how to use the weights for resistance training and how to use weights for specifically for muscle growth. So I injured myself on the leg press machine, and I just it takes me around like 1 to 2 weeks, 2 weeks to recover fully. And I injured my stomach and also my lower back. So that's why. And not only on the leg press machine but also on some shoulder machine. My left shoulder was injured so many times because I was struggling to grow my rear delt and also my lateral delts, and it is very hard movement to do, and it is very uncomfortable movement. The rear delt is very hard to grow as compared to anterior or front delt. So I was trying to grow that, and so many times I injured myself. And it's not only about the training, it's also about the diet. I got shit diet so many times. When I was started going to gym, I got advice from so many people, like so many big guys in the gym, so called big guys, who are big guys who got physique, but they got covered up all the physique. They always are wearing some full sleeve t-shirts or like tracksuit, and nobody can see their physique. But they got a title of being a big guy in the gym because they are pushing some heavy weights in the gym. So I got advice from them, and I got shit advice from for a diet. Like they tell me that you should eat some sugar or carbohydrates more to gain some more weight. And I started eating some sugar syrup and some sweet dishes, and I ended up being fat after 1 or 2 months. So, and it's not only one time. I got shit advice from so many people, like on fitness influencers also. Like after going to gym for like straight to 6 7 months, I had made some progress. I have gained some 5 kilograms of weight, but it was not only the muscle, it was also the fat. I've been the hard gainer, but I know that I have to eat more. Just I have to eat more. But I ended up eating some sugar or some bullshit junk food, outside junk food, because I wasn't aware of any that if I have to eat more protein or something like that. So I wasn't aware of that, and I got so many advice from, and I started getting advice from fitness influencers also. And maybe you have tried it on this also, that uh, you should do dirty bulking if you are a skinny guy. Like dirty bulking is the most popular in nowadays, that if you are a hard gainer you should do dirty bulk, like eat everything as much as you possible for you. And you have to eat more beyond your limits, even if you get some diarrhea or something. It's also possible if you eat natural foods. Like I was eating junk food, and like nobody was there to tell me about the whey protein and stuff. So I ended up after a 1 and 1.5 years, I ended up taking, the weight gainer, the mass gainer, which has so many bullshit dextro, I don't know what's that word, dextrone, maltodextrin, maltose, and etc etc. I don't know what sugar syrup they use in their mass gainer, so-called mass gainer, which makes you gain weight so very fast. Like I ended up taking 5 or 10 kilograms of that, and I eat that around in just around 2 to 3 months, and I gained so much weight, but it was not muscles at all, it was just a fat. And very bullshit advice that I got from someone, that you should eat mass gainers. I don't recommend you at all, like you should eat mass gainers and weight gainers, and so-called mass gainer and weight gainers. And you can also gain weight and you can also gain muscles being a skinny guy only on natural foods, like only on eating protein and natural foods without even whey protein. I am not eating whey protein right now, but I gained 20 pounds of lean muscle in the last 3 months, because I'm training properly and I'm pushing hard, and also I'm eating the right foods, which makes me gain weight and which makes me gain the lean muscles. I've always been lean. Like I've never been a fat guy before. But yeah, I have a little bit of fat, but that's not what like a fat for me. Like I was not very bulky, or you can call it like he's a pudgy or something. Like I've been fat, but I've been a skinny fat guy. I don't recommend you to get advice from fitness influencers or some bullshit YouTube influencers who tell you that you should do dirty bulk or eat everything if you are a skinny guy and if you are a hard gainer. Now let me tell you what works for me, like what was working for me when I was going to gym, and after like 2 3 years of going to gym. And I've been inconsistent after, like I've left the gym, and I came back, and I've started going to gym in 2023 again. So I came back, and then I was also doing home workouts. So the number one advice I give you is to push hard in every set. Like so many people I see in the gym, like they fuck around in the gym and they do every sets of 12 reps. Like they get advice from some most of the people. Like everybody in the gym knows that you should do 3 sets of 12. Like this is the advice you can get from big guys or anybody, like if from the gym trainer or from the gym owner or everybody. But 3 sets of 12 don't actually doesn't work for you, man. Yeah, this is a good advice, but this should be the other way around. Like you should grab a weight which you can do 10 reps, and also you have to push harder to get it to the 12 reps or maybe 15 reps. That's how you should pick a weight. That's how you should train. I always pick a weight which I can do like 8 reps max, and maybe like 10 reps max. And I always progressively overload in that. Like if I can do 30 kilograms, 30 kilograms of bench press right now, like I can do uh, incline dumbbell bench press with the 30 kilograms of each press, and I can do 10 reps of that. I expect myself to do more reps on that. Like I push myself harder to get it to the 12 reps or to get it to the 15 reps, so I can grab uh, 35 kilograms of weight next week or maybe another week. And I always think about how can I progressively overload in this exercise. and I don't progressively overload with only weights. I think about myself that if I can do 15 reps of 30 kilograms, I maybe can do 8 reps of with the 35 kilograms. So I grab 35 kilograms after that, and then I try to increase the rep range with the 35 kilograms. I try to increase to the 12 reps or maybe 15 reps so I can get to the 40 kilograms dumbbells. So that's how you should progressively overload in your exercise, not with the 3 sets of 12 only. There's been many times I've been like doing 4 sets, 5 sets of each exercise, but I didn't make any progress in that. Like I didn't gain any muscle from that. It's because you're not giving your muscles a reason to grow. Wherever you are right now, like maybe you are 100 pounds of muscle right now, 100 pounds, you weigh like 100 pounds right now, and your body is capable of pushing like 50 kilograms right now. Like you can bench press 50 kilograms. Why don't you try to push 55 kilograms? Like if you try to push 55 kilograms, you are giving your body a reason to grow. Like you right now your body isn't capable of pushing 55 kilograms, so you are giving your body a reason that you can do 55 kilograms, so that your body knows that I have to put on more muscles so that I can be able to push 55 kilograms and eventually 60 kilograms and then 70, 80. So that's how you should progressively overload in every set, and you are giving your body a reason to grow. People tell me and people ask me about that, how can I gain muscle so fast, and how can I become like a Chad or become like an attractive guy. So I asked them like, do you really pushing hard in your every set, or you're just uh, hoping that you can gain muscle with pushing with doing like 3 sets of 12? Like 3 sets of 12 is good for beginners, but it's not the optimal advice you can, it's not the optimal training for yourself and your muscles. I do only 1 or 2 sets of exercise. Like if I know that I have to push myself in every set, like 2 sets are enough for me. I only do incline bench press for 2 sets, but I push myself hard in every set. Maybe I am able to right now, like I can press 80 kilograms of incline bench press, and I can do 12 reps or 15 reps with that. So I push myself to do more reps in that, so I can get to the 90 kilograms of incline bench press. So that's how you should also push yourself harder in every set. And the second advice I want to give you to gain muscle as a skinny guy is diet. You should eat more, but you should eat the right foods. Like think about, you are, so many people tell you in the like fitness influencers and on YouTube or maybe the gym guy or everybody, like they tell you you have to eat more calories, like because you have high metabolism, so you are burning more calories, so you have to eat more calories no matter what. But you ended up eating more calories from junk foods, processed food, so you can eat more and being on like 5,000, 7,000 calories on a day. It's not like that, right? Like if you eat ice cream and it gives you 200 grams, 200 calories, and you eat a potato or a sweet potato or rice or broccoli or something, and it gives you 200 calories, there is a difference between both calories. They are not the same calories. Like the calories you get from ice cream is gonna end up making you fat, like because they are simple carbohydrates, they are totally pure sugar. And this you are eating right now, like a vegetable or potato or something, this comes with a fiber, which doesn't make you like, which doesn't give you instant energy. It gives you a constant sustainable energy, and it is like a complex carbohydrate which comes with the fiber. So it is good for you because it's natural and it comes with whole single ingredients. And the ice cream you are eating, that comes with so many processed preservatives, which is not good for you, which is not healthy for you. Like sugar has not been healthy for anybody. Maybe you are getting some advice from somewhere, like you can also eat sugar, like you doesn't get fat easily, so you can eat sugars, but it's not good for you. Man, you should eat more, but you should eat the right sources. Like, if you want to know what diet you should follow and what diet is optimal for muscle growth, I have made a video on muscle growth and the optimal diet here. You can watch it here. So the third advice that I want to give you is to be consistent. If you are going to gym right now and if you are eating right and you have heard of like eating more, and if you are heard of like pushing hard and progressively overloading in gym, it only works when you are consistent in the gym. If you are coming to gym 1 month and not coming to gym like 2 months and 3 months, it's not gonna work for you. You have to be consistent in gym. I have done so many mistakes, and the most biggest mistake that I have done is being inconsistent with my training. I've been inconsistent many times because I've going to gym for 1.5 years and then left because of the pandemic, and I've been doing home workouts, but it was not optimal for me. And after that I just left the gym and also the home workout for stayed for like 2 years. And I have lost some muscles also in that period. I came back again and again, and I made some progress after that. And I learned so many lessons in between that I also have to be inconsistent with my gym to gain more muscles fast. If you're not consistent with your gym, how you are gonna make any progress? And the biggest thing that makes me inconsistent in going to gym is curiosity. I've been curious many times that what I can improve in my training, like what exercise that I have never done before, so what I can do in that, and how can I progressively overload in my best exercise. Incline chest press and incline dumbbell chest press was my favorite exercise, and it is my favorite exercise. So how can I progressively overload in that, and how can I improve my form? And also I've been curious many times, and also I grab some gym buddy, so that and we can talk a little bit, and also I can give advice to him. So really helps me to be consistent with the gym. And also I started talking to some gym guys and gym buddies, about their diet, and so I can give them advice and learn from them also, like what are they struggling with. And it gives me that curiosity that I should go out and speak to more people, and it gives me that thing that I'm living a life, and I'm being social also, and I'm doing something, and I'm doing something productive with my body, and I'm doing something productive with my time. So it gives you that energy to go to gym. You will always feel motivated if you think to yourself that today I have done this exercise for this much reps with this weight, and I'm gonna do this particular exercise next week with a little bit of improvement. Like I can improve my weight, or I can improve my rep range. I have to do one more rep or more reps, or I can increase 5 kilograms in that. So that gives me that curiosity and the kick and the energy to go to the gym. And the best thing is like squats. Like I was afraid of squatting. Like so many people afraid of doing squats, like barbell squats. It fucks with their brain when they sit with a heavy weight. Like it fucks with their brain when they sit with 100 kilograms of weight on their back. And it is very mentally difficult for them. It is not physically challenging, but also mentally challenging for them. And I remember whenever I do my PR on the squats, like I always feel anxious or nervous of doing that. In the last week I have done PR on my squats. Like before doing the squats I've been a little bit nervous, and I've been thinking about like how would I do that, like how would I sit with that much of heavy weight. And I was shaking and everything like before doing the squats. And I've been preparing myself mentally with the music. Like I've been the music was on, and I was shaking, and I was little bit nervous, and my gym buddy was behind me, and the weights are on, and I push myself doing the breath. And I went on a squat rack, and I unrack that weight, and I sit on with that weight, pause with 1 second, and I push myself but it was very hard for me when I sit with that. So it was very challenging for me, and also most of the people are afraid of doing that because it fucks with their brain, man. It fucks with their mind that they are pushing hard in the set. But after doing that set of like 1 rep or 2 reps max, like on the PR on the squats, it gives me that feeling of happiness, that the feeling I get from the squats, like doing PR on squats, I don't get that exact feeling from any exercise. Like squats has been very like terrifying and also difficult, and also the and most passionate and most self-fulfilling for me. It gives me that curiosity to learn and to improve myself in the gym, and this is the cheat code to be consistent in the gym, and you can do the same. So I hope that you have learned something from this video, and if you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next time.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2 2 3 3, I'm on 10 again.